All right, so I'm going to demonstrate how to properly, or what the copper sulfate portion of the lab looked like. And so what we're going to do is first we're going to light the Bunsen burner. The Bunsen burner is closed. So I'll open my gas, open it up, and there it is. Okay, I'm going to make a nice blue flame. Give it a little more gas until I hear the roar and see the two cones. Okay. Set up a little bit. Okay, so there's my nice flame. And so now I'm going to take my test tube and I'm going to add a little bit of copper sulfate to it. Okay? And I'm going to properly handle my test tube. I place the test tube tongues at the top. I'm going to hold it from the back. I'm going to get the copper sulfate a little closer so you can see it. It's a crystal powder. It's blue, right? So this is what it looks like. And now I'm going to heat the copper sulfate. I'm going to put it at the top. I'm just going to move it back and forth. Notice I'm pointing it away from myself. I'm not pointing it towards anybody who's here. If I were in lab, I would be pointing it away from my lab partner as well. Now I'm going to quit hitting it and show you. Notice at the top of the test tube, you can see some condensation formed, right? You can even see a little bit of steam coming out of that test tube, and notice that there's some color change happening here. So I'm going to put it back and I'm going to continue heating it. Just slightly heating, back and forth. There's quite a bit of steam coming out of here, and even more condensation. More condensation. You can see the steam coming out, condensation near the top, and a greater color change. I'm going to flip hands and I'm going to heat it on the other side to try to heat it a little evenly. I'm going to continue to heat it. Again, I still see condensation coming out. And I continue to heat evenly. Right, back and forth into the flame, because this is just a light heating that we're trying to give the copper sulfate. Okay, so I'm going to stop now. I'll bring it close again so you can see. There's still some steam coming out. It could go a little bit more. You can see the inside of the test tube. There's still some of that blue copper sulfate from the beginning. But then the outside, the side that's really being heated, you can see that it turned and it changed. It changed. Okay, and the appearance of the copper sulfate isn't so much crystal anymore. It almost seems almost powder. You can see a drop of water, actually, a drop of liquid, I should say, in the test tube. I hope it shows up on the video. All right, so this will be enough. I'm going to put this to the side. I'm going to allow it to cool, and I'm going to go ahead and turn my Bunsen burner off. I'm going to close the barrel. I am going to turn the gas off, and I will shut down the gas, and that is what the copper sulfate portion of the lab should have looked like.